It's LAFC hosting Houston for a spot in the MLS Cup Finals. No explanation. Tell me right now who wins the game.
LAFC.
Now tell me why.
I think this team is running through Denny Buwanga right now, and I don't see any team in this league at the moment that is capable of stopping him. I think having the home game is going to be a massive advantage for them as well. They've been very good at home this year, and Houston has been very poor on the road. And like I said, LAFC are experienced. They know they did this last year. They did it even a step further in the final. So they know what this pressure situation is like. They know how to get it done. Whereas Houston, I think this is probably pretty new for a lot of them to be in a spot like this. So, I mean, to me, all the signs are pointing towards LAFC, and that's who I had originally as well. So I'm sticking with that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'm picking LAFC here. In their last 10 MLS games, I'm going to take away the Tigres Campeones Cup final. I don't even know what that was. One loss. And one, two, three, four, five, 6 wins with goodness me, 4, 9, 13, with 20 goals scored in those 6 wins and only 7 goals conceded. They're deep. They've got a ton of talent anywhere you look. I look at Houston's lineup and I'm not sold. I'll be honest with you. I watched Houston relatively closely. Um, their center back, Mikael, however you'd like to pronounce that, not sold on him. I'm not thrilled with the way that he plays. I think he's a bit lazy in the air. I think he's a bit slow to challenge and step when he's supposed to. And you can't do that against Vela, Buanga, and whoever the heck they want to put on the other side. I think Herrera and Archer do a really good job with Karaskia and Bassi in front. I think Quinones is a really, really fun attacking player. Not sold as Corey Baird as a number 9. I'm not sure that he can lead the line against a back line like this. I think a lot of it's going to have to come from the Bassi, Karaskia, Quinones, if it's going to come at all. But I think they're going to do so much defending in this game that you're not going to see a lot of impact from those guys. And then you look at their bench, and I don't see a ton of impact. I mean, Ivan Franco might be able to do it, but he hasn't really been great since joining on loan this year. And that's really it. They don't have a ton of attacking options to to chase a game if they have to. Their striker off the bench is Ibrahim Aliou or Thor Olafsson, and Thor is a second year guy, I believe, with Ibrahim Aliou being a new signing from Lokomotiva in April. He's played 3 times this year in the playoffs, and he's got 3 goals, 2 assists, in 24 games for Houston. So, he's the next guy up, but is that enough to break down an LAFC side that's got one of the best, one of the best center back pairings right now in a brilliant Giorgio Chiellini, a very strong Jesus Murillo, and then off the bench, one of the best USMNT eligible center backs in Aaron Long.
You said it, not me.
um, no, but for real, right? It's Aaron Long, it's Daniil Maldonado, it's Sergi Palencia at right back if they need to tie it up. Um, in the attack, right? You're looking at Mario Gonzalez, you're looking at Stipe Biu, Mateus Bogusz. Christian Oliveira has been fantastic. Carlos Vela is always fantastic. Denny Bouanga is unstoppable right now. Midfield of Illy Sanchez. Kellen Acosta for some reason at center midfield instead of left back. Why? I don't know. I think this is overwhelmingly an LAFC game. Do I think LAFC blows them out of the water? No, because the playoffs. I don't think that happens here. But I do think that they put the majority of the game in Houston's half, and Houston struggles to counter. So I'm going to go LAFC here as well.
Yeah, I mean, I may catch some slack for saying this, but I feel like Houston are very lucky to be even in this game right now in the conference finals. I mean, they barely snuck past RSL. They got a fortunate no call in the SKC game. Um, I feel like, however, I feel like if they manage to beat LAFC here, they will have deserved to beat LAFC because everything is pointing in LAFC's favor. But I don't see that happening. And to be honest with you, I really hope it doesn't because I think an LAFC Columbus MLS Cup final would be that would be fantastic.
LAFC versus anybody in the final. I think FCC would also be a fun one. Um, though
Yeah, I think Columbus would be.
I think Columbus would be more fun. Agreed.
It would be like 5-4 in that game.
Yeah. Houston's punching above their weight. I think they know it. I think their fans know it. What I will say is this run that they've been on has done miles to repair the team fan interaction relationship they've kind of severed over the last few years, missing the playoffs for 4 straight years without putting a ton of investment in. You could see what Red Bull, what Red Bull did. It's the same thing, but way worse. Houston was bottom of the league this year in attendance. But that game against Kansas City was rocking. They were having the time of their life. They were loving everything that they saw on the field from the players, from the coaching staff. You could tell that there was this spark reignited in that group of fans that wasn't there this season. I think they averaged maybe 15,000 a game, which is better than, what we would expect from low MLS teams, right? We're raising the floor. But a team like Houston who is playing fun soccer, Ben Olsen's got them doing a good thing, punching above their weight. They know that there's still a little bit more to do. So I don't think anybody would be upset with an exit here, so long as the ownership reinvests after. That's my 2 cents there.
Your 2 cents.